Dear students, welcome to your computer class. In this video, we are going to understand how computers work. It's your first chapter, Know Your Computer. The names of various machines that you find around you at home or in school, and what the machine needs to perform the desired work or task. First example is air conditioner. It is used for cooling. Second is printer. It is used for printing. Third is refrigerator. It is used to protect fruits and vegetables. Next is speaker. It is used to play music. Our first topic is IPO cycle, input process output cycle. Computer works on it. First, we will learn information processing in humans. To solve a problem, we take clues, think, decide, and then tell the answer. The same way computer does work for us. As input, we see, hear, feel, smell, or taste. As process, we think and decide. As output, we speak, write, take action, or express. Anything received by our brain through our sense organs like eyes, ears, nose, skin, tongue is thought about by our brain and is called input. Our brain helps us to think and decide. The actions take as a result of signals from our brain is called the output. In the same way, computer does the work. Input process output. As input, data and instructions given to the computer. As process, it solves a given problem. As output, it gives a result. To understand in better way, let's see some examples from your daily life. First example, suppose your mother wants to make toast, so what she will do? She will give bread as input and it will process in the toaster and give the output as toast that you will eat. Second example, IPO cycle of making orange juice. To make orange juice, we will take orange as input, then it will take process in the blender and then after that it will give the output as a juice. So it works like a input process output. Now it's activity time. Guess the correct answer. What will be the output? As input, we fill water in tray. As process, keep it in freezer of refrigerator. Then what will be the output? Guess what will be the output? Guess, yes. Yes, ice cubes are the output. Input is responsible for providing information and instruction to the computer. It can be through mouse, keyboard, mic or web camera. Once computer receives the input, it does the processing on it. This is the responsibility of CPU or central processing unit. A CPU has three main components: ALU, CU and MU. Once the processing is done, the computer gives the output which could be displayed on your screen or monitor, or it could be printed on paper or music on your speaker. Thus, the computer follows this whole cycle of taking input, processing it, and giving the output, which is called as IPO cycle. We will, uh, we will give input to the computer through input devices. What are input devices? Input devices are the parts of the computer which help us to tell the computer what to do. These devices are used to give instructions to the computer. First one is keyboard. Keyboard is used to type words, numbers and instructions. A standard keyboard has 104 keys. There are different type of keyboards. There are control keys, function keys, typing, alphanumeric keys, navigation keys, numeric keys, and indicator keys. Second is mouse. Mouse is pointing device. There are three type of mouse: trackball mouse, optical mouse, and wireless mouse. Next is microphone. It allows users to input audio into their computers. Next is scanner. It reads an image and converts it into a digital file. It works like a photocopier machine. Next is touch screen. It allows users to interact with the computer using their fingers. Next is touchpad. This input device is used in laptops. It senses the movement of fingers to control the pointer on the screen. The parts of the computer are connected to its brain, CPU, through wires. What is CPU? CPU, Central Processing Unit, is known as the brain of computer because is where processing happens. It tells the other parts of the computer what to do. Using mouse or keyboard, data and instructions enter the CPU, and after processing, results are sent to the monitor for display of the output. The CPU has three parts: arithmetic and logic unit ALU. It performs calculations and comparisons on data. Next is control unit CU. It controls the flow of data and information. Third one is memory unit MU. It holds the data and result of processing. We use our brain to store information. Similarly, computer uses its memory to store the information. Computer memory is of two types: primary memory and secondary memory. Primary memory is of two types: RAM and ROM. ROM is of two types: static and dynamic RAM. ROM is of two types: PROM, EPROM, EEPROM. Secondary storage devices are hard disk, SSD or solid state drive, CD or compact disk, floppy disk, and magnetic disk. Let's do in detail primary memory. It is the internal memory of the computer system. This primary memory is of two types: RAM and ROM. Difference between RAM and ROM: RAM is short-term memory, ROM is long-term memory. In RAM, data can be read or written. In ROM, data can only be read. RAM is volatile in nature. In other words, the data is stored temporarily. ROM is non-volatile in nature. In other words, the data is stored permanently. When computer is switched off, the data is lost in RAM. When power is switched off, the data is not lost in RAM. RAM holds the data and instructions required and during processing. ROM holds the system startup instructions BIOS, which is stored by the manufacturer. Second is secondary memory. It is the external memory provided with the help of other storage devices which stores information and data in it. This is also called permanent memory. It is used to store large amount of data for a long period. Data is not lost until we delete it, even when the computer is turned off. Secondary storage devices. First one is magnetic tape. Second is hard disk. It is a non-volatile memory device that permanently stores information. It is fixed inside the CPU. It is of two types: portable hard disk, fixed hard disk. Third is CD, compact disk. Next is DVD, digital versatile disk. Next is Blu-ray disc. Next floppy disk. Next flash drive or pen drive. Next is memory card. Dear students, I have one example for you. When I ask your father's phone number, you will able to tell the number immediately as the answer is in your mind. This is internal memory, like the primary memory. When I will ask your 10 friends phone number, you want to refer to the phone book, which can be compared to external memory or secondary memory. Let's do activity of primary memory and secondary memory. Which memory will be used for the following? Write P for primary memory and S for secondary memory. First one is playing a game on a website. Then what will be the answer? It's a primary memory or secondary memory. We will write P or S. Yes, guess the answer. Yes, we will write P. It's primary memory. Second one is Tux Paint is stored in primary memory or secondary memory. Students, guess what will be the answer? Yes, S. Secondary memory. Third, when we type in WordPad, we use primary memory or secondary memory. Yes, guess the answer. Yes, primary memory. We will write P. Next and last, saving a drawing, we will use primary memory or secondary memory. Yes, guess the answer. Yes, secondary memory. We will write S. Now we will learn units of computer memory measurements. We have units to measure storage capacity of various computer storage devices. Smallest storage unit of memory is a bit. Computer stores data in the form of 0 and 1. Each 0 and 1 called binary digit or bit. A combination of 4 bits makes a nibble. A combination of 8 bits make a byte. A combination of 1024 bytes makes 1 kilobyte or KB and so on. Geobyte is the highest memory. Next and last is output devices. The devices that are display or give the result after processing of the data are called output devices. These devices are: first is monitor. Monitor are of three types: CRT monitor or cathode ray tube monitor. Second is LCD monitors, liquid crystal display monitors. Third one is LED monitors, light emitting diodes monitors. Second is printer. Printers are mainly divided into two categories: impact printer and non-impact printer. Impact printer prints using the direct current contact between print head and paper. Some examples of impact printer are dot matrix printer, daisy wheel printer, drum printer and chain printer. Non-impact printer. Non-impact printer prints without any physical contact between the paper and the print head. Some examples of non-impact printer are inkjet printer, laser printer and thermal printer. Next is plotter. The plotter is a computer printer for printing vector graphics. Vector graphics means computer graphics images that are defined in terms of polygons and other shapes. Plotters draw lines on paper using a pen. Next is speakers. Speakers are used to produce the audio output. We connect the speakers with computer system to listen to the sound played on it. Hope you enjoyed the learning. Thank you.